So I'm using a truck engine with the truck intake and all the truck accessories for my LS swap on my Monte Carlo. And that is pretty ugly. All that stuff sticking up on the top. And I'd like to shave it down. You see a bunch of other guys online who shave the intakes. They smooth them off and it makes it look really nice. Probably also eliminate a little bit of height. Make sure I can get that hood closed. And it's looking pretty tight the way it is. After a bunch of cutting and grinding, using various tools, you get saws, air saw, oops, my air-powered grinder, other manual saws. Cut everything off, so now it's nice and really smooth, a lot shorter. I cut these tabs off because I'm going with drive-by-wire, so I'm not going to have a cable. There's some bosses that were on here that the throttle cable would go on, but I'm not using that, so I cut them. Alright, to fill in the holes, I want to make templates of the holes. So I put masking tape over the hole, and then I cut out the hole. This is a little piece of masking tape and paper. And I cut the hole out until it matched the plastic perfectly. I also did one for the round holes on the top. So I cut that hole. And then I took my excess plastic and I drilled a little hole and put a screw in it so I can hang on to it. And of course that was bigger than that when I started. Put the template over it and then traced it out. And then used a little sanding wheel and sanded it to fit. And then brought each piece in. Custom fitted until it fit the hole about as perfect as I can get it. The more perfect the hole is here, the easier it's going to be to weld it in with a soldering gun. So that hole fits good. The little round one goes up here. So those all fit in the holes pretty flush. So now I'm going to peel the paper, get the soldering gun and burn them in. Alright, I got a couple of these welded in, and it seems like it's working pretty good. The soldering iron came with this, it's a Craftsman, had for years. It's got this wide tip on it, so once you get it good and hot, there it goes. Kind of push the plastic around with the end of it. I turn it sideways. Seems to make it really smooth. Alright, so I got my piece in there. And they fit pretty tight and it wedges in. And coming in on the seam. Pushing down into the seam. Push the plastic down in the hole. Hit it sideways and it seems to fill in the gap real well. I still gotta weld the top gap. That's in there pretty tight now, so we can go ahead and take the screw out. I don't need to hold it anymore with that. I'll come back and weld in the screw hole. And it'll be flat like these.